Hello you guys, welcome back. It has been far too long, so it feels really good to be back on here and filming again. I hope that you guys have been hanging in there the past couple of months. I know Chris and I have had a lot going on with selling our home and then moving into our new one that we have been building. So I'm in a brand new place and we've been loving our new house. So a lot more to come on that later. But for today's video, I wanted to share with you guys my everyday skincare routine and makeup prep. One, just sharing how I take care of my skin, and two, sharing what I use to get my face as a flawless canvas for my makeup every day as I apply it. So if you have any interest and want to see the products that I use, the order that I do them, and some primers that I love, then keep on watching. So we of course are starting off with a fresh face minus this little guy here. I'm sure it looks disgusting. I have an unwelcomed guest, so I used one of my favorite little acne solutions to dry it up. So you can put this on, let it sit overnight, and it just kind of zaps it. This is still in the beginning stages, so I'm sure it's not zapped yet, but the Kait Somerville Eradicate Acne Treatment is what I used. If any of you are interested or want to try it out, but I'm just gonna take a little makeup remover wipe to get this guy off. It's probably gonna be a little red, so just ignore it. Cute. But aside from that, we are starting with the fresh face, nothing on it, and we're gonna kick things off with some Kopari Coconut Rose Toner. I've raved about this before. If you've watched my other videos, I'm sure I've mentioned it at least twice, but this is my favorite toner for the morning. It's sulfate-free, paraben-free, and I love the scent. I love the way it feels. So we're just gonna spritz some on. It has like a slight cooling feeling. It's just very, very, very refreshing. So I prefer this to use in the mornings as opposed to like one of my other serums or one of my other toners that is more like a serum, if that makes sense. So starting with that, next I move right into a serum. I've been rotating between these two. This one is the Bliss Glow and Hydrate Niacinamide and Hyaluronic Acid Serum. It's a drugstore find, so it is pretty affordable, and the packaging is cute, obviously. And then I do also love this Paula's Choice Omega Plus Complex Serum with chia and flaxseed, and this says it's for all skin types. I'm not sure about this one, but I would imagine the same just because it is so light. I mean, honestly, they're very, very similar in texture, but yeah, these are kind of my two favorites. For today, I am gonna use the Bliss one. I do 2 pumps and just gently massage that all over. And I do bring it down my neck. If you are feeling a little extra and want all of the anti-aging and radiance glow benefits effects that you can get, then I would recommend adding on something like this. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Serum. I love the packaging. It's beautiful, just super luxe, and it feels nice. So I just like to do a couple little droplets and massage this in as well. This is totally optional. You don't have to do 2 serums, but you know, feeling a little extra today, just giving my skin all the love that it can take. This one is a little bit stickier in my opinion, so I try to massage it out at first and then just sort of, what do we call this? Pressing it in with my hands so my skin just soaks it all up. And I don't really bring that one down the neck as much just because of the texture of it, if that makes sense. The next step in my morning routine is to moisturize, and this is what I've been loving lately. I switch up moisturizers all the time, but have just recently fell in love with this one, and I only have like this little tiny travel size guy. But this is the Laneige Water Bank Moisture Cream. I love moisturizers that are a little bit heavier and have a cream like consistency to them, so this one's perfect. And honestly, for the size, it has a lot of product. So I just kind of dot it around and then massage this in, and you can just feel this locking in all of the moisture, and it's just really hydrating. After I moisturize, I like to focus on my under eyes. So if you need an extra little pick-me-up, then I cannot recommend this little guy enough. This is the TULA Rose Glow and Get It Cooling and Brightening Eye Balm. It's not a color corrector. It just feels so nice, helps with depuffing, and does give your under eyes just a little sheen and glow. So I like to put this on underneath. If you want an even bigger pick-me-up, then you could put this in the fridge and apply it. It feels so good. And then I like to go in with an under eye cream, and my favorite lately has been this new Laura Mercier one. This is their illuminating eye cream, and it has the prettiest little sheen to it. It feels like a cloud. I love the texture so much. It feels amazing. Super weightless, and it also has like the tiniest little bit of cooling as well. It's not overpowering, and it just feels so gentle. And the glow that it has is almost like an iridescent sort of sheen to it, which I really like. So again, it's not necessarily like going to cancel out all of the blue that you might have or purple that you might have underneath, but it does help reflect light a little bit, and I think definitely is a nice pick-me-up. So I just kind of tap it underneath. And voila. So this next step is a really important one, and one that I really hadn't been incorporating into my morning routine like I should be, and it's sunscreen. I use a good amount of products that have SPF in them already, but there's a lot of days where I'm using a foundation that doesn't have anything in it, and my moisturizer doesn't have anything in it. So when I do that, then I like to add this TULA Protect and Glow Daily Sunscreen on top. It has SPF 30 in it, and I've just been a huge fan of TULA's products. So that's what it looks like, and that's about as much as I use. You get a lot in this bottle, and I really like the consistency of it. I have a lot of other sort of daily sunscreens, but I'm picky when it comes to those. I found that so many of them have either been too greasy or they have such a white cast, and I haven't had any problems with this one yet, so fingers crossed it stays this way. Plus it has some glow to it, which I'm always a fan of. I love having like a luminous, glowy look and feel and sheen to my skin, so even if you were on vacation or something and just wearing this alone, you would still look gorgeous. From there, I like a little lip balm, and this one by Fresh Beauty has been my go-to lately. It's their Rose Petal Soft Lip Cream, and the name honestly describes it so well. It is super lightweight and petal soft. It makes your lips petal soft. So I just put a little of this on and just kind of let it soak in while I'm doing my makeup, but by the time I get to my lips, which I save at the very end of my makeup routine, I typically will take a paper towel or something and blot them, just because it's not too thick, but it's too thick for a lipstick being applied on top, if that makes sense. So it feels really nice up until then, and I don't want chapped lips. I hate chapped lips. Once we've done lips, that pretty much concludes my little makeup prep and morning routine. and you can just go right into picking your primer. So I figured I would go ahead and share my primer and apply that while I'm here and have you all. I am without a doubt like a luminous, glowy primer type of gal. These are some of my favorites. I picked out quite a few. I'll just share them in case you like these too. I cannot stand when a primer has a silicone-y feeling, and for me, I don't have oily skin, so I don't need a mattifying primer per se. I will take all of the natural glow and luminosity that I can get. So this is my all-time favorite. I know that I have shared this before. I have to have shared it because I use it all the time. But this is the Coconut Skin Smoothie Primer from First Aid Beauty. This is probably my favorite. I love the texture. I love the formula. It's gorgeous. There's a 90% chance I'll pick this one to use today. Another favorite, and this comes in like my top two, so I guess this would be my second favorite, is this Laura Mercier Illuminating Primer. It's silicone free, it's gorgeous. It's pretty similar to the First Aid Beauty one. The First Aid Beauty one has more of like a little cooling sensation to it. That's kind of why it takes the cake for me, but this one, awesome. My favorite, love, could use this forever and ever, all of time. A newer one that I've been loving, this could be used as a moisturizer or a primer. I personally like it as a primer. It's the Herborian Glow Cream. This has a really nice texture to it too. I will just show a little bit on my hand. It comes out sort of like a lotion and it blends in so just pretty gorgeous, flawless, and look at that glow. I really like this, and this I picked up from Revolve, where they sent it, but you can get it from Revolve. I love Herborian's products. I love the scent of them. I have a couple others of theirs that I've been using for years now, but yeah, this one is one I probably would have just like never picked up and thought to use had it not been placed into my hands. And this last one that I have is another one of my favorite illuminating primers, and this is the Becca Backlight Priming Filter. Another one, it has some cooling properties, feelings to it, and it's absolutely gorgeous. It goes well with any foundation. And I don't know why I love the scent of this too. Like, it just has such a nice scent to it. I don't know. Anyway, it's really pretty, super glowy, super dewy. If you are looking for a luminous finish, I could not recommend this one enough either. So for today, I am going to switch it up from what I said, and I'm gonna use the Laura Mercier Luminizing Primer. This is about as much as I use, and you can see it has like a pretty champagne sort of color to it. And I just apply this like a moisturizer. I use my hands and just massage it in all over my face. And if I have any extra, then I'll bring it down my neck a little, but I don't feel like it's a must. You don't have to. All right, well, that is how I get ready in the morning and prep my face every single day to do my makeup. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope this was helpful. Let me know if you have any questions. I hope my naked face didn't scare any of you off. But if you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Leave me a comment below. I'd love to know what are some morning time skincare products that you're using, or any primers that you love. If you're a matte girl, if you love illuminating primers like me, any of the above. But thank you guys again for tuning back in and watching. I appreciate it. I'm so happy to have you here, and I'm off to do my makeup now. So until next time.